What's up, SNA fans? This Super Ninja Austin, your host of the SNA podcast, back here with another video. And yes, sir and ma'am, this is your latest SmackDown review on the latest episode on March 15th. And even though it wasn't the most biggest SmackDown of 2024, but it was still a very tremendously magnificent show. And I'm gonna be sharing you guys all what exactly went down for those who haven't watched SmackDown tonight, or even the ones that already did watch the Blue Brand. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Starting off with The Rock entering the ring, and with a new theme music, I believe. Like it's like its usual one that he usually enters the ring with, but it's like a new version, like a rock and roll villainous version of his theme song. Like dun, 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 dun. And it's kind of like Roman Reigns' theme song, like dun, but yeah, you get the point. But this is where The Rock came out, and then before he started acting like his usual heelish self, this is where he started to come out of character and tell everybody like the first location that he started his wrestling career at was none other in that very same town or city that they were hosting SmackDown tonight, which was in Memphis, Tennessee, which fans were cheering, say, "Hey!" And then that's where the Rock then started his promo, then said, he's like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. And then, not hello, but he's like, but anyways, let's get to business and why I'm out here. And this is where fans are chanting, Rocky, 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 Rocky. And he's like, and every single week, like The Rock comes out here and then he tortures and he scorches every city that he's ever been to. But tonight is a totally different ball game. And fans are cheering like, yeah, because you're the only because we're the only city that you still love, even with your heel persona, and we're still your number one fans. And then this is where Rock's like, and yeah, and this city is a very different city, so I'm not gonna trash talk on any of these fans. And then this is where some of the fans were saying like we love you, Rock, and The Rock's like, I love you too. Like, and I gotta really mean that. And then this is where he said, and then this is where he continued saying like. And he was like, and he said every Monday night in the big top flea market, and I was like, what? What does that even mean? But either way, this is definitely goofy wrestling of the night. And then this is where the fans start cheering like, yay, that was a good one. And then this is where The Rock's like, could you put The Rock's name back there, like. And he's like, I don't know what the hell I was thinking by saying flex. Well, he said like flexcade, I guess he said but this city's a little different. Like The Rock will say this like this, and then this is where he told the fans he appreciate them when he said when they said they love you, and this is where he's like, I love you too, and then this is where The Rock's like. And he was like, but let's get to the point, like where he said is one of his catchphrases saying, "Finally, The Rock has come back," and he put the microphone in the air, and then the fans started chanting in Memphis, Tennessee, and then this is where The Rock. And then this is where he gave a huge grin, like right after he said that phrase, and this is where The Rock. Then continue saying he's like The Rock came back in Memphis, Tennessee from over 20 years, and now Like, let's have some fun tonight. Are you guys ready to have fun? Like, yeah. Like what a he's like what a very what a very smart crowd, like, that has the greatest taste out of any other cities and states in this country. And then the fans were cheering them all like, yay! And this was like, yeah, this is Memphis tonight, like the city of the blues and the hometown of Elvis Presley. And I like both Elvis Presley and the blues. And love, and I love. And again, also I like some country music as well. So we're gonna give you Memphis fans a little song. The fans like, yay, like concert with The Rock, like, yay. And this is where The Rock start grinning like, like, yeah, I cannot wait to sing this song. And this is where it's like, we got the Grammy nominated award winner right here. What's his name? Like the Grammy award, like he called him. It was yeah, Max. That's what his name is. And he's like, and of course, Memphis' own Yellow P playing the guitar. Like, and fans like, yeah, you guys rock as well. And this is where The Rock was like, The Rock is going to sing a little song for a little night to start off the show. And he started doing a little chuckle and a grin. And then this is where The Rock put back his shades on. He's like, The Rock's going to put a little. He's like, this song's going to go to both Cody and Seth Rollins. Like, and then The Rock, and it's going to happen. And then this is where another fan said, "I love you again." This is where he's like, "I love you, and thank you for saying that, by the way." And then this is where the fans started cheering, like, "Oh yes, he loves me back." And I was like, "Don't." And I wouldn't give my hopes up, like, because like he, like, out of anybody, like, in planet Earth, like, why would pick you as a special someone to love you exclusively? Like, just saying. But anyways, but this is where the Rock was like, you fans got me all drunk and horny right now with all these cheers right now. Like, it's something unusual as of late. Like, and he's like, and thank you for caring, like, here in this building. But anyway, back to this song for Cody and Rollins, like for WrestleMania 40. Their fans will be like, boo. And I was thinking, like, are they booing The Rock or are they booing Cody and Rollins? Like, I'm so confused right now. Like, on the fact that they're cheering for The Rock. Maybe it's because he was out of character of giving compliments to Memphis. But anyway, this is where Max and what's his name? Max and Yellow then started playing their respective instruments, with Max with the harmonica and then Yellow with the guitar. That's where The Rock's like, The Rock is going to come to the way to smack it down, like on your he's like on your candy ass, Cody, on the ground with your best friend, the emoji clown. and it's like, he's so much drama. Like, you truly have no choice but to cry to your mama. I was like, it's basic rhyming, but it's a very hilarious the way The Rock explains it. But this is where he continues saying, like Mama Rose. Everybody knows who Mama Rose. And he's like, yeah, Cody Rhodes is mama. Like that, he was talking about that he's gonna bring the championship to his. And he's like, "Is there any mama's boys out there?" And then this is where the Grammy winning nominator with the harmonica, Max, was saying, like, "Yep, like there's plenty of them out there, Dwayne." Like, and this is where The Rock's like, "That figures." Like I'm a mama's boy myself, and I was thinking to myself, like, I'm not sure about me now, but it's embarrassing to say this about my past, but I've been one as well. But I thought I might give it out just to be honest. But that's another story for another day. And he's like, yeah. He's like, and Dusty's son is the thing that he feared. Like, yeah, he's in right. And he was like, he thought he was gonna be right, but he turns out, and this is where he shows the Titantron while he's singing that, and then this is where they showed him Stardust, like with him doing this pose, like making fun of him that he was supposed to be like a new like the next Dusty, but he turns out to be very weird to the point that he ended up just like his brother as the odd one or the strange one, whatever they call him. But the thing is, he's no longer that character, let alone wants to be back as that character. Like, so I'm not sure if that's a bad idea. Best idea to point him out as he used to be Stardust when he don't want to be reminded with that, but heels always keep reminding him just to get a reaction. I don't know what's the reason why of it though. But anyway, this is where Rock was like I don't know what's up, which is frustrating. Like because he's like using condoms was a bad cheap condoms was a bad combination. That's what he said. Like I'm not sure who he's referring to. I guess he was referring to Dusty. And he's like, I know he keeps Cody awake, like to know he wasn't, like yeah, like he wasn't playing, but he was a mistake. And I was thinking to myself, like, how do you know if he was a mistake? Like, whether if he was planning on the half Cody or not, like what difference does it make? Like he would treat him like the same, like his brother and his sisters. Like no matter what, like who he turned out to be. But anyway, this is where The Rock then continued saying like, yeah, go back to your tag partner. Like he's that cringy Seth Rollins dude. Like, yeah, I got a song for him as well. Like a captain and the dancing is all that you do. Like, no wonder that your wife is more popular than you. And this is where he put a picture of Rollins and his wife Becky Lynch sitting in a couch together. I was like, why are you complimenting Becky Lynch? Like, and she's married to him, and Becky Lynch does not appreciate this compliment in this way. Like, so what's the point of doing this, Dwayne? But yeah, never mind. Like that. But yeah, I guess it's just to get a reaction and to what's that insult Seth Rollins, but at the same time, like you're complimenting his wife, like, and I hope you don't have no special feelings for her in a way. Even if you did, like she would turn you down immediately. But that's just saying. I'm not saying that you do, Mr. Rock, sir, but I'm just saying, like I'll say, yeah, you get the point. Like you get what I'm trying to say. Like I'll say, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to compliment his wife while trying to insult Seth Rollins. But anyways, this was. And this is where he's like, and that's like John waving a gun, and this is where he did a shout out to John Wave, where he say, "I love you, John, bro," and he's like, get well soon. And he started chuckling, and he's like, "Yeah, back to Cody." Like, you know what? I already gave a song to Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, like. How about the Cody Crybabies next? And this was like y'all also entitled. Like I'm not just you're not. What's that? Notch and some brash, and some of you like, but like some of you have sex, but you gotta pay cash. Like you like you need some stitches. Like so, whine about that, you crybaby bitch's. I was like, really? Like how's he coming up with these rhymes? I mean, like he had probably all week to rehearse this rock song, like come up with these lyrics, and even have these guys from Memphis like play the instruments in this way and have everything together before the show. But it's too easy the way he does it. Like I know he came up with songs like this like from the past 20 and a half years, but still, like I don't know how he can do it though. Like what's your secret, Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Like, just tell me if you're watching this on YouTube or at Super Ninja Austin 213. I would love to hear this from you, Mr. People's Champion. But yeah, this is where The Rock was. And this is where he was like, y'all all just don't get it. Like, y'all gonna kiss the, like, you're gonna kiss the candy ass of the final boss. I was like, you may be the final boss, but like that doesn't mean you're like the boss that makes the final decisions. Like in a way, like just saying, like just to let you know about that in kayfabe perspectives. But anyways, this is where we got The Rock then said like, yeah, and for Cody, he's not going to be finishing the story, and he's not going to be winning the WWE Championship. And he will not be given that exact championship belt to his mama Rhodes, because she's gonna get that one belt, and that's not gonna be the undisputed belt, but the Rock's belt, because you know why? I'm gonna do. I mean, no. Before I say that, for what he did to me, for what he did, like right here, which he showed right on the, right on camera, not camera. It was right on the Titantron, which Cody Rhodes slapped him right back for saying he was a mistake, and also like from a couple weeks ago prior at the press conference at WrestleMania 40 in Las Vegas, like. And this was like, because he did that, like when it's the tribal, like when it's a bloodline rules match, like when I beat your in what I think Michelle what's her name? Michelle Rubio, I believe. Michelle Rubio. He's like, I'm gonna whip your son into a bloody mess, and I'm gonna hand you my belt, like with your son's blood right on it. I was like, man, like WWE has changed from the past months, because like not that long ago, like they well, that's fast for the past few months, past few months, like we've been I've been noticing that they sometimes like occasionally use blood, like use the red stuff, I should say, like in matches, and also mentioning it on promos. And then this is where The Rock was like, yeah, he's like, and Cody was crying this past Monday on Raw, like a little PUSSY, like saying, I can't give give the undisputed championship to my father, like, but I can give it to my mommy because that's the last person I get to. And he's like, that's when The Rock hilariously said, The Rock said, you're not gonna give nobody anything. I'm sorry for saying this like in a slow way, and I'm trying to keep my laugh up so I can stay professional, but I just cannot help it. Like, it is the way The Rock says this, and this is why it's getting the goofiest wrestling of the night. And in case if you haven't watched the Rock's next Instagram video, like he basically said similar things, except it was like more exclusive and more swear words and on his Instagram, because it's obviously not on live broadcasting television. So he's gonna say whatever he wants to say, especially using the F-bomb about a few occasional times on the video. Make sure you check that out on Instagram, on his Instagram account. But anyway, this is where The Rock then said Cody, and he was like, and Cody Rhodes, The Rock does not want to talk to you right now, because you want to talk to that one person, and that is your mama, and you're gonna meet The Rock, and it's not gonna be in a way that you want to meet The Rock, and then it's not gonna and your son Cody took something most valuable from me, and he's gonna pay. And I'm gonna make him and your family and his family pay, and that includes you, Mama Rhodes. Like at WrestleMania Night 1, The Rock and Roman Reigns, we're gonna beat your son, and we're gonna beat that clown Seth Rollins. Like The Rock said at Night 2, like the Bloodline rules match, anything goes. Oh, Mama Rhodes, the Mike knows, that you just cannot wait for your son to finish that story that your late husband couldn't fail to do. You would, if you want your son to hold that belt for you so bad, that's not gonna happen. That belt's gonna stay around the waist of my cousin Roman Reigns. And then fans were cheering. Like, I don't know what's the reason why. Like, they just want to acknowledge him. But anyway, this is where the Rock's like, yeah, and you are gonna get that belt, like, but it's gonna be the Rock's belt, not the undisputed belt. And then this where, he's like, and then after I beat your son in that bloody mess, I'm gonna put this around your lap, and you're gonna be crying, like, as much as your son's gonna be crying, like, because then, like, the Rock is going to whisper in your ear, Mama Rose, this exact words, and then with all the blood, like, in your son's belt ear, like, and your cheers in that belt's gonna whisper these words in your ear. He's gonna say, like, Michelle, what can I say except what can I say that you are welcome? And this is where he started grinning, like, looking at the belt. Well, looking at the belt, and he started chuckling. And this is the only the only fan base in Memphis, Tennessee, that's actually going to be cheering for Rock as Rocky, because he's been giving them compliments, and that's where he started his wrestling career as well. So yeah, of course they're going to be cheering for him. And this is where the Rock starts staring at around the fans in the crowd. Like, this is where, like, the Rock was like, and this is where he's like, in the slow voice, he's like, if you smell what the final boss is cooking. And this is where his music came on, and this is where he left the building. This is where we got the backstage segment with Legado del Fantasma. But before I talk about that, what's your thoughts on this hilarious segment with The Rock, like, taking a shot with this segment with him having the concert, which it was rumored to be, and what I'm saying, it was I didn't really say anything on Legado del Fantasma, but yeah, what's your thoughts on the Rock's concert on tonight's SmackDown, which we haven't seen in over 11 years, I believe, except it was on Monday Night Raw rather than the Blue Brand show. But we've seen it on tonight's SmackDown, something we haven't seen before. I believe this is the first time he did the Rock concert on the B show of WWE. And also, yeah, let me know in the comments down below about that, and what are your thoughts on him come up with these rhymes so easily to the both Rollins, Cody, and the Baby Crybaby, which, yeah, it kind of never gets old when he says Crybaby BITCHs, which, yeah, that's why he's getting Goofy Wrestling of the Night. Number one, even if there's another funny segment or match like that's going to be was on tonight, this was definitely getting number one. It's the GOAT of Goofy Wrestling of tonight's SmackDown broadcast. But anyways, let's move on to the next slide. We got the Legado del Fantasma's Angel Garza and Berto Carrillo, which they call him Berto instead of the full name of Humberto. For some reason, they just want to shorten the name to make it more memorable, I guess. But yeah, they took on Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro, which they did a replacement of Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. Like, ever since what's his name, Santos Escobar reformed Legado del Fantasma, but this is more like the SmackDown version. The only ones that the members from the original NXT version of the faction is Santos Escobar and Electra Lopez. But anyway, this is where it started off with Cruz del Toro and Humberto Carrillo, which he Irish whipped him to the right side. This is where Joaquin Wilde tried to go for flying head scissors, but he puts him up in the air, put him back down, super kick him right into the midsection. Irish whip him right to his corner. This is where he tags in his cousin Angel. This is where Angel Garza with the way both flapjack him right into the top rope. This is where they wedged him right in between the ropes in the ring, with Humberto Carrillo leapfrogging over his cousin and leg dropping him right to the right side. This is where they try to go. Angel Garza tried to go for a pin, but he only got a 1-2. This is where he put him right into the right corner ropes. This is where he started hitting slaps and chops and punches, strikes. Like, Gunther did not like this, but he's going to leave him off the hook because he got so much other things he had to worry about, including Sami Zayn, and then worrying about who's going to be next in his envy list from AEW. But yeah, this is where Angel Garza hang him on the ropes. This is where he punch him, chop. This is where he put him in the right corner side. This is where he tags in his cousin Humberto. This is where Humberto Carrillo then put him on the right side and then hit a big or a little splash, more like. Irish whip him right to the right side, but this is where he gets outsmarted by Cruz del Toro by him moving out of the way. This is where he went on to the top corner apron. This is where he goes for a springboard drop kick right onto the face, or no, that's viral Joaquin Wild, and this is where they hip toss double hip toss Humberto Carrillo, double super kick him. Then this is where Angel Garza tried to go for a double clothesline. Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro did a double drop kick, and then this is where they right to the outside. This is where they hit a diving with that diving senton right onto the both of the cousins of the Legado del Fantasma. And this is where Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro is like, yeah, I guess it's gonna take us to the road to WrestleMania. We're gonna be into that tag team ladder match, and this is where the referee's like, all right, come on, boys, get back in the ring. And this is where we got Humberto. We got Joaquin Wild brought Humberto back in the ring, hit a running elbow drop right onto the ground, but he only got a 1-2 count. This is where he tags in Cruz del Toro back in the ring. This is where they did it. I believe like a double elbow strike onto Humberto Carrillo, and this is where Joaquin Wild did a very amazing high flying maneuver by running right to the right corner side, bounced right off, did a front flip somersault right onto the left side ropes with what's his name hip tossing him, Cruz del Toro, and then bounced back into a lion's salt, something that not even Chris Jericho or even Commander with a K could never do combined. Yeah, this guy is very special in a way. I'm surprised he's not getting the much attention that he should be getting. Being highlighted as being a future tag team champion or even a future singles champion. But back to the match. This is where we got Cruz del Toro then continued doing his beating onto Humberto until Humberto Carrillo then got back on his feet, and then this is where he started hitting some very brutal and disadvantage moves onto Cruz del Toro. Well, disadvantage onto Cruz del Toro, and this is where they start kneeing him right to the shoulders, and then the elbow strikes right on onto the midsection. This is where they start kicking and punching him right into the bottom right corner. This is where Cruz del Toro kick and punch right into his midsection. This is where Humberto Carrillo then kick him right in the gut. This is where he kept him right into the corner. This is where he tags in his cousin Angel Garza. This is where he tried to Irish whip him right into the upper left corner, and this is where he does a middle drop kick right on the Joaquin Wild. This is where Humberto Carrillo puts him right on the top rope in the bottom right side. This is where we got Angel Garza hit the Pele against the Geary kick right into the head. This is where we got Humberto Carrillo then went right up on the top rope with his cousin Angel Garza. This is where they try to go for a double top rope hip toss or gorilla. No, it was a gorilla press slam, body slam, which they did so Cruz del Toro. I'm surprised. Like that what's his name, Cruz del Toro was still alive from getting hit with such maneuver. But as soon as they did so, Angel Garza, or was it Humberto Carrillo? It was Humberto Carrillo, that's right. Like, he tried to go for a pin. He would have gotten away with it for him and his cousin if it wasn't for that meddling, viral, high-flying kid named Joaquin Wild, which he went for saved. That's where he clotheslined Garza out of the ring, but he gets pump kicked by Humberto, like, as soon as he turned around. But this is where But luckily for Cruz del Toro, this is where he rolled him up into a schoolboy roll-up, which is the most devastating move in all the sports entertainment. And then this is where Humberto Carrillo tried to go for an attic roundhouse kick. But this is where he ducks out of the way, pushes Humberto Carrillo right into the left corner side, hits a most impressive Spanish fly, the second, I'd say best, or even the first best, like next to what's his name, JD McDonough, of course. But as soon as he tried to go for a pin, but he decided to turn back around. This is where he was like, you know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna tag in my my high-flying viral sensation tag partner. And this is where he tried to crawl right onto the tag in Joaquin. This is where Humberto Carrillo tags in his cousin Angel Garza. Soon after that, this is where we got Cruz del Toro tags in Joaquin Wild. When Joaquin Wild hits a double missile drop kick, like replacing Bryan Danielson, like in the process by hitting a double drop kick onto his opponents, both Garza and Carrillo. This is where he went for a gut buster, which I believe him and his wife will not be starting a family anytime soon because his family jewels are very jacked up right now. And he's gonna have to do the old-fashioned way of healing them. And it seems like it will be even if he didn't mess them up, I'm not sure if they're gonna be starting a family anytime soon. I'm not in their business, so I'm not gonna say much about that. Besides, it's just a joke. But anyways, this is where Joaquin Wild hits a boot right into the face of Angel Garza. This is where he hits the swinging neck breaker onto Humberto Carrillo. This is where Joaquin Wild was still on fire. This is where he slide licked his thumb. This is where he pointed out Angel Garza right into his corner in the upper left. This is where he hits a big back elbow strike right into his face. This is where he picks him up and goes for a springboard springboard arm drag into a hurricane right onto Humberto Carrillo. But Angel Garza was still up. But this is where he hits the tornado DDT right off the left side ropes. This is where he tried to go for a pin, but I guess Humberto Carrillo got some revenge onto that meddling high-flying viral kid. But yeah, Joaquin would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling Carrillo, I guess you could call him. But this is where we got this is where Cruz del Toro was in the rescue, drop kicks him by running onto the ropes. Second Hispanic wrestler to do so, next to Commander, if not third, if you account Gravity, of course. This is where he tried to go for a baseball slide right onto, I believe, Humberto Carrillo, but this is where Humberto Carrillo moved out of the way and hit him with a running clothesline. This is where Joaquin Wild tried to save his LWO tag partner, but this is where he gets super kicked by Angel Garza. Garza tags in, get the hot tag from Humberto Carrillo. This is where we got Angel Garza, then Irish whip Joaquin Wild right onto Humberto Carrillo. He picks him up into a pop-up slam. Angel Garza caught him with a sideways roundhouse kick right into the midsection, with him flapjacking right into the ground, which I don't know what the name is at the moment, but they got the 1, 2, 3 with that move. And your winners of the opener match, the LWOs, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, even though they don't use their last names no more, but I thought I might do it anyways. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, they were in the first bracket, advanced into this tournament to see who's going to be determined to fight take a spot onto the in this tournament that's going to be taking who's going to be taking one of the two spots on the SmackDown side of this six-pack tag team ladder match. And I thought it was going to be it's going to be like a qualifier match, with the LWO versus Legado del Fantasma for a spot in the spot to be automatically on the show on the match, along with the New Catch Republic and Pretty Deadly too. Get the other spot. But this is going to turn into a tournament, which the old Legado del Fantasma won this half. And then next up, before the main event, we had New Catch Republic against Pretty Deadly. But yeah, moving on to the next slide. But before I get to the next slide, I want to talk about what is that? Oh, thank you, Birdie Bird. But anyways, yeah, what's your thoughts on this match? Let me know in the comments down below. I would give it, I'll say third best match of the night, because Randy and Grayson Waller gets the second place. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a moment. But we're gonna get to the next slide. This is where we got Bailey and Dakota Kai and the rest of Damage Control. They showed like this evening in Central timing, and I was like, wow, that like where did it happen to earlier, like earlier in the day, like what happened in the afternoon? Like it just came and gone. But anyways, we're gonna talk about. I gotta stay hydrated. But anyway, let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to think of what was next. It was all right, LA Knight. That was Caleb Braxton that presented LA Knight as a special guest, which what's his name? Wade Barrett either turned to a babyface commentator. Now Michael Cole's no longer on SmackDown, or it could be just an out of character moment. Like he was thanking Caleb, like, thank you, Caleb, to bring this guy out here. This is my favorite current WWE superstar. This is where Caleb Braxton was like, like ever since Elimination Chamber, if not before then, like you've been on the chase of AJ Styles, like because like it cost you so many opportunities. Like first it was the WWE Universal Championship, and then the WWE. What's your what's your thoughts on this hunt against the phenomenal one? This is where AJ Styles. I mean, not AJ Styles. LA Knight was like, I've only got Mr. Braxton. Like, may I have the? I love to speak to you right now, but it seems like everybody wants to hear me talk, like with this microphone alone. So, not to be rude, like, may I take over on this mic? And this is where Caleb Braxton, like, it's all yours. And then this is where she gave the microphone to LA Knight. This is where LA Knight then, where he went up and said, "Let me talk to you." With Caleb Braxton going back to backstage. It was fans like, yeah, we get to see you, man. And this is where like AJ Styles, like I'm speaking to you, like, and fans are like boo before I can even finish this sentence. But luckily, he started. He's like last week you said I needed to be humble, like